Not a lot of games in the A tonight, so let's just get straight to it. Anthony Edwards had 24 points in the first quarter. He looked like he was going to go off for tonight, like Paulo did yesterday, but he ended up dealing with a lot of injuries tonight. He was glancing a little bit, grimacing. Well, they couldn't close it out against the Mavericks. Kyrie stepped up with 35 points, with Luka still struggling, but Luka hit a clutch three, clutch dagger that's going to be remembered because it was in Minnesota, the same shot he did last year. He did it again, but deeper. And we know Kyrie is often underrated in this league. I don't understand how it's Kyrie Irving. He has a ring. He just went to the finals last year, and people don't still underrate Kyrie Irving's game. The commentators was even saying it that I think people have forgotten how good Kyrie it really is. But it's good that the Mavs have a backbone on Kyrie and Luka. One could offset the other. Clay didn't have a really good game, but they still managed to pull out the win against a tough Minnesota team with Anthony Edwards going off in the first quarter like that. For the Nuggets and the Nets, Westbrook finally had a good game. 22 points off the bench, led the Nuggets in bench scoring tonight. You can't blame this game on him, and they still managed to close it out in OT again against the Nets. I don't really know how they're getting in overtime games. I get it, their roster is not constructed so they can be like the rest of the NBA and shoot a lot of three-point shots. They're going to have to get down and dirty and scrap for their wins like they've been doing for the last two games. Meaning that they're going against bad teams, yes, but I guess this is preparing them for when they have to scrap against the good teams, because they're not going to blow out any team this year, I feel like, because the lack of three-point shooting they actually have. Jokic had a triple-double, 29, 18, and 16, which is Jokic stats, and he's in his prime. He's a three-time MVP, so you expect nothing less from Jokic. So he's just gonna have to keep killing, putting his team on his back for them to eventually win games. But it sucks that they're getting into clutch OT games against the Nets and the Raptors, but it led to the W, so you can't really say anything about that. The Kings blew out the Jazz. I didn't watch that game because I just didn't watch it, but it looked like the Kings had a good win, back-to-back wins, so good for them. And that last game of the night, the Warriors' defense stepped up huge tonight. In the third and the fourth quarter, the Warriors are showing depth. They managed to get a 20-point win over the Pelicans without Curry or Wiggins. Lindy Waters stepped up with 21. Buddy Hield caught fire. 5 straight threes in the fourth quarter at one point. He finished with 28 points tonight. But, yeah, it's good the Warriors are showing this depth, because when Curry eventually comes back, he's going to evaluate it on Friday, so hopefully it wasn't that bad. I don't know what's going on with Wiggins' situation, but it just shows, like, I was underrating them a lot, but it turns out they're going to be a good team this season after what I saw tonight. But the Pelicans, they're just dealing with a lot of injuries, man. At least Zion looked like old Zion. He had 31 tonight. He was getting to the bucket at ease, which Zion does. That's his game. He even made a three-pointer tonight. How did that surprise me? But Zion's still improving. He just came back from injury, so it doesn't surprise me that he's already back to full form. But whenever the Pelicans get healthy, they're going to be a scary team. Brandon Ingram at 30. They overall just lost this game because they had no help tonight. Both their stars showed up, but without the role players showing up, Herb Jones even got injured tonight. So we got to see how he's going to be when he comes back. DeJounte is obviously out, and CJ McCollum, he's underrated, but he's not playing like CJ McCollum. But yeah, that's all the games today. I'm not going to drag it out. Let me know how y'all feel about these games down below.